Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I got another Power Rangers movie review for you. These are the Morphin Power Rangers. So these guys here have special features where you can power up the Morphin Grid, whatever that means. We're gonna find out. I was debating getting these because I really don't like when they don't release a full team of Rangers. And right now they only have pink, red, and blue. I don't know if they're ever gonna release yellow and black, but my guess is probably not, because that's usually how some of these toy lines go, which is unfortunate. I really wish we had the full team, but it was still pretty interesting. It's a unique little toy, so I was like, you know what, let me get these to review at least. So here they are. You have this kind of open style packaging. Obviously it's based on the Power Rangers movie Morpher in the background, Power Rangers movie logo at the top, open style packaging, try me right there. It says power up the Morphin Grid. So it looks like when you push the Morpher right there, it lights up. So I'll show it to you up close so you can kind of see that, but that's basically what it does. And it says Morphin Power Red Ranger, Morphin Power Blue Ranger, Morphin Power Pink Ranger, etc. So, quick look at the packaging. The side of the packaging has got the movie Red Ranger, and then the back says Power Up the Morphin Grid. So there you have the Red Ranger, and it shows it lights up. And then it says additional figures coming soon. That looks to be Rita, a Putty, and I don't really know. Is that maybe the black or yellow ranger, one of the other rangers? I'm hoping they're going to release both of them, black and yellow. That'd be really cool. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Anyways, here's the blue ranger right here. Activate the Morphin Grid. Power up the Morphin Grid, whatever it says. Same thing there, just has the blue ranger figure on the back. And then, of course, you have the pink ranger right here and pink ranger image on the back. So anyways, I'm interested to see what these look like up close. So without further ado, let's get these open and take a look. So I got the Morphin Rangers out of the package. Here they are. I just kind of pushed the button and had them all light up. Pretty cool looking. So let's take a little up close look at each of these figures. So start with the Red Ranger. Let's take a look at the articulation first. Articulation on the guy figures is the head rotates, and it would rotate 360 degrees, except you got this little neck piece in the back that kind of prevents that from happening. The arms rotate all the way around, and they rotate up a little bit, but again, shoulder pads get in the way. You can bend at the elbow, and that is it. There's no rotation of the hands or anything. And there is no leg articulation, does not move, nothing. Legs are stationary. So the most that you can really do is have the legs, oops, I pushed the button on accident, but basically, you know, pose like that kind of. That's a little disappointing. I wish they would have added leg articulation. I think that would have made this figure a lot better. I think it looks pretty cool, and especially when it lights up, I really dig it. So I wish they would have added that extra articulation. I think that would have helped a lot. So the Blue Ranger, real quick, I'll just show you, is the same articulation that I just kind of showed off. So head turns like that, rotates around, sideways, bend at the elbow, and so on. So Pink Ranger is the same thing, except because there's no back piece to prevent the head from rotating, you can rotate all the way around 360 degrees, but you have the head, the arms there. The arms can move up a little bit more because the shoulder pads are a little tinier, bend at the elbow, and that is it again. So, you know, same kind of deal, no leg articulation. So that is the articulation on these guys. Now let's take a little detailed look at the figures up close. So here is the Red Ranger. You can really see like the T-Rex design, oops, let me focus here, on the helmet. So that's really cool. I do dig that. So it has a decent amount of detail. The little chest pieces are clear so you can see the lights. You have your Power Morpher right there. Now, you can't really make out any dinosaur, but it is red, and the Pink Rangers is pink, the Blue Rangers is blue, so that's nice that they at least colored that. The legs have a little bit of that paint right there, but not too much. So it is kind of, you know, lacking in some paint, but it does have a decent amount of just detail molded into the figure. So there's the back. So there's that. For comparison's sake, you have the 5-inch Red Ranger, which looks better, and that's kind of disappointing. You know, I wish the bigger figure would have more paint, but obviously you can already see a lot of the paint differences with the blue missing there. The helmet looks okay, but the actually the rest of it is not. Oops, I just knocked over the other Ranger. The rest is not as bad. Like the arms and legs are kind of similar. In fact, this one has a little bit more paint around the knees here. And when it lights up, the chest piece does look a little better. So it's not too bad, actually, compared to the 5-inch figure. I just wish it had the articulation, you know? Let me see if you can actually fit the power sword in his hand, too. Kind of. It seems a little tiny for him, but... oh, actually, I do have the one from the... here's a better comparison. The Legacy figure. Now, this is the one from New York Comic Con, so it's translucent. But paint-wise, you can definitely see the differences there. Lots of the silver paint on the arms. The legs are kind of the same, but that's there. The blue lines again right there. You do have some differences on the helmet. The silver part right up here is not there, and the black colored in there. So it's definitely some differences there. So yeah, you get the idea basically. So it's not the best in paint, but it's not super terrible either. Blue Ranger is next, right here. So here's the Blue Ranger. Here's one of the things about the movie suits, the movie designs. If you see the designs from the back and the side, like the helmets, you can really get a sense of how unique each of the helmet designs are. Sometimes from the front, it's not as noticeable, but if you look at it from other angles, you can really see the differences. So the Triceratops one definitely kind of sticks out pretty well. The blue one looks pretty cool. The places where the LED lights are kind of black a little bit, so that's definitely interesting. There's the blue power coin in the Morpher as well. And then you have the leg painting as well, the leg paint. That's the detail on the back, so a decent amount of detail molded in. But that's basically what to expect. Okay? And last but not least, we have the Pink Ranger. I don't know what it is about the Pink Ranger. A lot of the figures show this, even the 5-inch figure, like the neck. Why does it seem like her neck is really long? Like something about it just seems like a really long neck. I don't know if that's how she's gonna look in the movie. It just looks a little odd to me. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. But there's her helmet design for the pterodactyl. Oops. Okay. There's the chest piece. You have the pink power coin. Silver going down there. Nothing around the knees like with the other Rangers for paint, but you do have those silver lines. And then here's the back of the figure as well. So, anyways. Alright, so now let's get to the actual main feature. Many minutes into the video, I apologize. Alright, so the main feature is they light up. That's basically it. So, if you take the Red Ranger right here, you just push the Power Morpher, and it blinks a few times. And you know what? I didn't realize that these were not colored blue because these are also little LED, like the little mirror to look in and see it light up. So, okay, I take that back. That actually looks kind of neat too. I saw these pieces here, but I didn't realize these pieces also light up. So, that actually looks pretty cool. And so you can kind of see inside there, it's pretty interesting. So, it blinks a few times and then it stays lit. And then it will just fade away. I like that little effect. That's pretty cool. Now, if it is on, you can just push it again to turn it off. So, you know, if you accidentally push it or whatever, you're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. You can, you know, do that. So that looks pretty cool. I dig it. I think the whole glowing look is pretty cool. Definitely. All right, Blue Ranger right here. I wonder what the other figures will do if, as far as the, you know, if they're all in the Morphin line with Rita and the putties. Like, Blue Ranger's interesting because some of it kind of blends in a little bit. Like down here, the lighting effect is not as noticeable, but up here, it kind of has this interesting like glow to it. It's actually really cool. Now, I think like the camera's really making it look almost purplish, but it's actually very blue. Like when I see it in person, it looks totally different on camera. I don't really know how to show it off, but it's very much blue. But the camera makes it seem kind of pinkish purplish. It's not, it's blue. For some reason, I don't know if it's just the lighting that I have on here, it's really making it look a little different on the camera. But it looks pretty cool. And then the Pink Ranger, of course. Same thing. This one really, it lights up blue. So it makes it look kind of pinkish, but it's not. It's definitely blue. Definitely blue. It's like, gosh, it really looks pinkish just from whatever angle, but it's a blue light. Trust me on that. But that's the light up effect. So pretty cool. I dig it. So if you kind of, I don't have enough hands to do them all at once, so I'll just do them one by one. It's a pretty cool little effect that they have. So I like it. I think it's pretty cool. You know, it's one of those things that if you want an action figure and you have a couple different choices, right? You have these ones that don't have as much articulation, you can't pose them as much, but they have this cool light up effect. If you want the more posability, you can get the smaller figures, the 5-inch ones, or if you want to pay a little bit more, you can get the legacy figures once those are released as well. So you have a lot of different flexibility in terms of the types of figures that you want, and I dig that. I just hope that they release the yellow and black Rangers as well in this toy line, because I would love to have the full team. I love having full teams on display. It's definitely pretty cool. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Got lots more Power Ranger reviews on the way. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. So I turned off the lights in the house, but I have the window nearby too, so I can't fully turn it off, but just to really see the glowing effect. Like, it really looks really cool, especially in the light. The Blue Ranger glows a lot, so does the Pink Ranger actually. Both of them, you can really kind of see it through their paint a little bit, but I think the Red Ranger also looks really cool just balance-wise, like just seeing the light shine through on them. So really interesting figures. I think they're pretty cool to have, and I like the little Morphin Grid effect that they put in them. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching. You can definitely check these figures out in stores as well, and I'll continue to do more Power Rangers reviews as they come in. Thank you so much, and I will see you later.